Well, hello and welcome to my channel, Attic Treasures Flea Market. I am Julie and I'm a long-time picker, thrifter, seller, buyer, and you are watching my channel, Attic Treasures Flea Market. A little backstory for today. I have been a long-time seller and buyer, and 1 year ago, after 17 years, I closed a booth that I had at an antique mall. At the time, I had 2 storage garages. When I closed that booth, I had to get another storage garage because I had that much stuff in my booth. At one time, I actually had 2 booths. And all last summer through the early fall, I had what I call curated garage sales. My goal then was to whittle down back to 2 storage garages, and I was very successful. The biggest items, my biggest goal at the time was to sell a lot of the furniture that I had. And I still have furniture, and I don't sell big furniture on eBay. And if there are any resellers out there that do, maybe they can let me know what they use for a freight company, because and I don't know, that might be out of my comfort zone. What I do instead is I will be selling my big pieces through Facebook Marketplace. But today, and I'll mix that up with you today a bit, but I do have some things to show you. The way I do my episode is going to be a little different today because of that. I usually pick a random number, but today I'm going to show you a few items that are going into my eBay store, and then I'm going to show you a few of the things that I'm going to be placing in Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to I meant to show you this cup. I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee, and it's going to be in this mug. I'm hoping that shows up, the ARC, A-R-C. And if it doesn't, I apologize. But I have like 16 of these stackables, and I'm selling them in my eBay store in sets of 4. I hope you join me for a cup of coffee. And the more you buy, the more you save. I offer volume discounts. For instance, if you buy more than 1 set, you get a percentage off, and you buy all 4 sets and you get a big percentage off. So I hope you keep that in mind if you browse eBay and you see somebody who is selling a quantity of items. I didn't want to sell all 16 mugs at the same time. I figured people would buy 4 at a time, and if they wanted a complete set, they could buy several of my sets. All right. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some, we're getting into the summer months where people are beginning to think about summer parties. And I have here 4 Libby 12-ounce frosted Tom Collins tumbler glasses. I'm just going to show you 2 of them. They're those tall, skinny glasses, and I do have the whole set. I do have a set of 4 that I will be putting into my eBay store. So those are in great condition. Wish I had more, but I do have 4. And then, I'm in the process of whittling down my inventory this summer. And it's actually a 2-year goal, is to whittle down my inventory from these two storage garages. And by the way, it's the Friday edition. So you are in my garage number 1. Garage number 1. So in the process, I lost my train of thought. In the process of me trying to whittle down my inventory, I've been kind of taking a look at things that are singles, things that are hard to sell sometimes, and either purging them, which I really don't like to do, or, just getting them listed up on my eBay. And maybe there's somebody that would like them. This is a very unique, I guess, what is that? A martini glass. It's got that sexy curve. And I don't drink martinis, but if I did, I guess I'd want to have it in this kind of glass. And then this, I sold several of these when I had my booth. And the ones that sold first were the colored glass. This is it's a blown glass. It does have a pontil that's been polished. It is thick and it is heavy. I call it like a chalice. Like I said, my other ones sold in my booth through the summer last year, but they were the colored ones. So this is clear glass, and it seems as though the trend might still be for colored glass, although my favorite is still clear glass. So we have that, and like I said, that's thick and heavy. I do not know who the maker is, but I like it. It's a really nice glass. Now, if you've been watching some of my videos, you've been seeing this wash bucket. This is precious. And I'm going to get my cheat sheet here. This is I'm not one for painting antiques, but there was an artist who did such a fantastic job that, I don't mind. I really don't. This is a wash barrel from United Indurated Fiber Company. And I will show you, I'm going to do a turnaround for you, but this is the seam. And I think it's not light. I'm going to bring it up close for you. So you can really get a good look at that. It's got the handles on both sides. And then it's got a different seam on the other side. This. Nice and clean inside. And I'm gonna tilt this up so that when I walk the camera over, I'll show you the maker's impression on the bottom. So that is nice. That's a old wash bucket, indurated, United Indurated Fiber Company from the late 1800s. And like I said, I'm sorry, I do not know who the artist was. But wow, I mean, like, wow. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take the camera, and I'll probably pause this so that I don't make you dizzy. I'm gonna show you a few items that I'm going to be putting into Facebook Marketplace. And these are big items. They're beautiful, big and beautiful, I guess you could say. And before I do that, I do ask that you continue watching, because as I walk to those items, I will show you probably a little panoramic of my shelves. All right, so you hold on. Okay, we're gonna make our way over to the bottom of this wash barrel. And I'm gonna get up close, and hopefully you'll be able to see that impression of United Indurated Fiber Company. Beautiful. Now, since we're in this direction, I'm gonna show you this 5-shelf lighted cabinet that I have. It's a beautiful curio, and I'm going to back up a bit so you can get the full vision of it. It's beautiful. It's got the, what do you call, the curved glass curio in the front. Whoops, I went a little crooked there. And it stands 67 inches high. So let's do a close-up. You access the shelves on the side over here. And, oh, I guess I had that door closed. But it's got the little door on the side that you access. And that goes right in to where you can put your tchotchkes. And this little fella, he's the one tchotchke that I put in there. And I guess I'll put him up in my eBay store too, since he's here for the show. Very nice lit cabinet. So I will begin to back up. Now the other thing, I sold lots and lots of mirrors last summer. And I used to have quite a lot of mirrors. These are a few that are left over. But I'm going to show you this one. This is the one. And when I go to the other side, I'll show you the back of it. Beautiful old oak. Maybe I'll get myself out of the picture. It's an old oak mirror. And that actually measures 34 by 28. Okay, so let's make our way out and around. And I'm going to show you, this is another white painted mirror. This is the back of that old oak mirror that I just showed you. And then wicker, summer and wicker. This is a full-length wicker mirror that actually was on a pivot on a stand. I did not get it with its stand, so it's something that you could hang on your wall. But that is nice. White wicker. And I think that's all the furniture I'm going to show you today. But that's what I'm going to be up to this week, is posting some items on Facebook Marketplace. So I'll put this on pause and come back. You hold on. So that is it for this episode. I thank you. And if I didn't say it already, I am Julie, and you are watching my channel Attic Treasures Flea Market. I sell all my wares at this time on eBay, in my eBay store, and I think, as I've just recently mentioned, Facebook Marketplace. This is the time of the year here in Maine when I begin to get things listed on Facebook Marketplace. The tourists will begin to arrive. This, the weather's still kind of spring, rainy, but Memorial Day is coming up, so we have to start thinking about summer. So this is a good time of the year to begin putting on Facebook Marketplace. So that's why I did devote a little of this episode to my efforts in the coming week to getting things listed on my Facebook Marketplace. And then the next episode is Tuesday. That's going to be in my storage garage number 2. And I am doing that one live. So I hope I will send out a notification. I think I'm aiming for about 11 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And it will be my first live. So I do invite you. I would love for you to participate. The first one, like I said, will be in my other garage, garage number 2. And then the second live will be next Friday. right here in this garage. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I've worked out the kinks, and who knows how many more kinks will come upon me. But in the meantime, if you enjoy coffee, hot tea, or whatever, enjoy and have a great day. Thank you.